What's up, folks? Scoring Town here. Got a little bit of Christmas beard. You see all the Christmas presents. We're hiding them from the kids this year. Hope everyone's having a great holiday season. And this December has been interesting. So what I'm going to show is kind of an update video from in the latest patch of the NHL 19. I've been noticing playing a couple of mainly EASHL games, if you're into that style, where especially the threes, where there's a lot of different penalty shots, where you're constantly getting that one-on-one on the goalie. Just some things that I do. I'm not saying I score 100% of the time. I will say I score probably 8 out of 10 on a bad night, usually 9, 10. I mean, 2, 3. Yeah, it's hit or miss. It's all mind games if you miss one. But yeah, so what you'll see here is I originally started off. I'm from the Pittsburgh area, so the Penguins are my default team. Don't hold it against me. I'm not saying I'm a diehard fan. I have been a diehard fan of this franchise for the last probably 8, 9 years. And that's where a lot of the backhand, forehand, thumbstick motions come from. You mean back in the days where you could literally backhand, forehand your way to a 15-2 goal? You mean contest, different things. You know how the variations of the years have been for that. So what you're gonna see is just some of my stuff. I had started with a defensive defenseman. If everyone's familiar, Brian Dumoulin, trying to put him in there, but trying to get a realistic feel when you're in that practice mode of what the stats would be of whatever your EASHL character would be. If you're playing sniper, if you're playing dangler, there's going to be a slight difference there, but there's going to be even bigger difference if you're playing power forward, which is that's one of my favorites just because of the puck control. Maybe not the best stick handling, especially the speed of what you can do backhand, forehanding. So it changes your timing, but the main point of what I'm saying is I'm not going into practice mode with Sidney Crosby or Connor McDavid or an elite person with 90 plus above stats and just draining the goalie and then going into a game and saying, why can't I score? So without further ado, here's the clip. Cannot emphasize enough that a lot of this is just about experience, playing games, being comfortable, staying cool in your head, not putting pressure on what you're trying to do, and just going at it. And it's the best advice I could have. If you have anything, feel free to message me, whatever. I'm glad to help. I like people scoring goals. I like the games that are action-packed back and forth, not these defensive droney like poke check battles that sometimes we tend to get. Although it seems lately poke check, stick lift are pretty nerfed, but again, happy holidays. If it's the new year, happy new year. Wish you all the best. Here to help. Your friendly Scoring Town. There literally seems to be a skill gap in your stick handling if you go way too low. Like if you're in the 70s, that's big. But what I've been doing, you see, like we're going down on the left hash mark. Last year you'd be going down on this side, going back and forehand like you've been for years. But this year, you literally can just go in, stay strong side to your forehand. So if you're right-handed, you'd be on the right side, on the right hash marks. And that, those hash marks as you're getting close, especially the outer one, that's when you're going to start making your moves. I wouldn't say rush them. It's all about paying attention to that goalie, seeing when he butterflies and slides. When he butterflies and slides, you're either going to want to make a half motion back over and up, so it'd be like a or you could do a full, depending on how hard you get him to bite, I like to throw in the fake shot just for timing beauty. See, I didn't get him to bite there the whole time. I guess you could kind of do it the whole way there. It's all about paying attention to that butterfly. So, in my past video, I had said about how speed kind of comes into play, and that's what I found. It's just not necessarily about where you are, what you're doing, as much as looking at the goalie. See where he is right now? You got to get him to bite hard. And not poke you like that, right? I mean, so here he is. He's butterflying. And then he's poking. I'm too close. Get him butterfly. That was a goal. You fake your shot. Butterfly. I mean, I guess it's not the butterfly. Just pad down would be it. Pad down. Boom. You see, like, once their pads are down, you get a momentum moving away from where you want to score, where you want to shoot, and that's where it goes in. Keep your energy up, too. You know what I mean? So, you see a lot of people that do this little... that little shot, you know? Oh, that's a half. I mean, I've also done a little bit of this. 5-hole. I mean, it's just different ways. It's not necessarily this year the timing. Like it's less methodical. It seems a lot more random as much as you just pay attention to what the goalie's doing, and you have a great chance to score. You know. You never know. See right there? So you can get him to snipe. What's he going to do here? See how it gets him to move? He's barely making that save. If you get it with speed, here he comes. Boom. Every time. So on a penalty shot, I stay on the hash mark on my forehand side. And then I miss right there. I'm teasing. But you see what I'm saying? Like, all it is timing right here. Boom. Compared to if I guess I could do it maybe this way, but... no, I didn't get over. The sensitivity's messed up. I don't know. That's really it. That's years of tips. I notice when I get like tired, I'm not necessarily paying attention to the goalie as much as like pushing. When you're pressing, when there's pressure on, you're not paying attention to the goalie. You're just taking a shot. Like, I mean, that's real. It's watching the goalie, not the puck. So you get that innate sense of where the puck is. Oh, it went in even though knocked it off. Could do some weird ass moves. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, this has worked from NHL 11 down to 2019 here. It's not going to change. It's just backhand, forehand as we miss it. You do it too close. I mean, it's one thing I would say about this game is the goalies, they give up stupid goals in high percentage, but I don't know if it's necessarily the goalie is as much as like a confluence of, I mean, you get those sniper perks, you do different things. You mean, you're overriding the algorithm of the computer, but every time you can almost go in. We'll try it without the fake shot. Get him down on the ground. Down on the ground. That's in. Get him down on the ground. I'm saying ground, I mean ice, obviously, but yeah. See, it's literally simple backhand. Backhand, forehand. You get him the butterfly, you go straight to your backhand. See that? You see when he starts moving towards the post, that's when we're going to the direction of our shot. When it does have trouble is, I've always had trouble this way. Other than, I guess, you could do like a wrist roll that way, but, I mean, so, lower him. Yep. See, they tend to get back on that way. I mean, some of the other shots, let's see. I've seen people advocating for this one when you're going, you're favoring your forehand, so you're going to roll back. I don't think this works in a penalty shot as much because you might get the back puck motion. But, you know, The other thing that's significant is you just got to practice these. You get the flow. The speed changes every update, every game. And that's what you just got to keep up with it. Because I know I was a little rusty, hadn't played for a couple weeks. Playing last night, and I mean, now you get the feel. You do it a couple times, mess up a couple times, and that competitor in you comes out, and you're like, no, I could do this. There's that shot, right? That shot's been in there for every year. They can't algorithm that out of the game. So, that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. You know, let me know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, message me, whatever. Just want to see some more goals. It's a game where the poke checking and all that is a little bit different now. Stick lifting, obsolete. Poke check is pretty much, I mean, I'm finding like the old meta of playing someone that had pretty heavy skill stick, especially in the EASHL, is more harm than it's good. So the scoring should go up, but I don't see it a lot, other than people doing that weird like hack goal where they just kind of skate. I mean, do the same snipe shot. I've never even practiced it because I've never needed to, because I do the other hack goal, right? But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm here to help. Have a good one, guys.